so what's going on? We got another video, open box. So we do have quite a few parts getting ready to start coming back in, an influx of parts for the build as it hits another surge. This is going to be pretty much a review on how the product comes to you, how the company that you purchased the product from, which is Bag Riders, arrives. Now we did notice, or I did notice, that there is a crushed corner right here, so I'm hoping everything inside is okay. They do put a sticker on here, mixed merchandise in carton. And excuse my Crocs, I am actually in a position, you know, physically and medically where I haven't been able to do much. So just making this video right now is a little bit rough. So just excuse any pauses or any breaks that may occur, all right? And excuse the background because, you know, typically we're in the garage or shop area and right now we're not. So one thing I do like is the pack and slip, okay? This is something that I do actually care that they do, and I think more companies should do it. And on the pack and slip, you're gonna get an itemized list of what is going to come in your package from Bag Riders. And this is my first time purchasing anything from them, so I don't have any previous knowledge or biasness or any biasness. Now, they didn't save me any money. They didn't give me a discount code. I didn't reach out and ask if they wanted a sponsorship. So this is a totally unbiased review. And already I like this picked by, and then you got packed by, and then you have QC'd by. What I really do like about this is the same person that picked your product and also packed your product is not the same person that is going to QC the overall process of your product. So that is that's going another level for your checks and balance on trying to be sure that everything made it in here. Hopefully everything that is in here has been packed properly and nothing is broken. Now, of course, Bag Riders didn't do this, but still, in a sense, it sucks for some companies. If it is broken, we'll have to go through it. Now, you'll see right here, we have the Airlift 27680. I am running a 1/4 inch line system, and I'm going back with that. Like I said, I will do a review when it comes time to compare the two units, my old unit with the new unit. That way you all can see why I switched, or I'll be able to tell you all why I'm switching. And there are a few reasons of why I'm switching. And we'll get into that when we have both products next to each other. So when you open up your box, boom, this is what we got. It is awesome to see. You're gonna get some documentation right here. Service bulletin, actually number 317 is, I didn't know there was a service bulletin, but this is what's good about it. They're gonna put the service bulletin information in here. And I will go into this later at some other time. If you get one, just check it out. Make sure you read it before you install or power any unit up. If they take the time to put this in here, it's probably important enough for you to read. Do not forget, you're talking anywhere between $1,500 and $2,000 just in this unit right here. So protect your money by taking time to read information if they give it to you. Here's another service bulletin. Is 319. Also take your time to read that, and we'll read that later. All right, here it is. And you can see that the damage that was done on the outside of the box actually did transfer to the inside of the box. Now we'll want to see if this damage transferred to the inside of this box, which is where a product should lie. We'll go ahead and pull this box out first. All right, we got this box out. It's actually, this is protectant, so that's pretty good right there. So that's something that protected that. And we'll get in here and pull out this whole unit. Let's see what this is first. Let's see what we got in here. So get ready, open this up. I think these are the goodies that we definitely want to get into. You got your instructional packet right here. Is a 3H3P. I'm going to go into the difference of the 3H3P when I get the V2 Pilot back from the shop, which is what I currently have. Spent some time. I said I never really wanted to upgrade. I really wasn't too fond of Bluetooth capability. And at some point in time, Airlift did have some complications with the Bluetooth system where people were able to log into other people's management systems and change settings, and that became a headache. So definitely have this. And voila, bada bing, bada boom. What do we got right here? And I think right here is going to be our controller. And I just want to open up this baby and see what that looks like. Let's see. Yes, that is our new controller. Like the new controller. very handheld. I think they picked a pretty good size. This size right here is pretty good in my hand. It's not too small. It's not overly wide, so you don't feel like you can't just control everything right here. So a good job right there. Let's go ahead and slide that back in here. I want to keep everything protected since nothing's going to be installed right now. Put that back in its designated spot. Let's go ahead and pull this baby out, and I think this is going to be our manifold system. And yes, it is. There's our manifold system. And this actually is misleading. This manifold is a lot bigger in person than it comes off in other, I don't know other situations, but when you're looking at it online, you wouldn't think that your manifold would be this large. I mean, that's pretty, and the weight of it is a little bit surprising too, but look at that. That is completely awesome. And of course, like I said, I'm going to go into pros and cons of why I'm switched up. And you want to check your ports. Nothing visually noticeable right there. You want to check your pins. Nothing too visually noticeable right there that says that the pins are damaged or bent. There's a pin right there that's a little bit misaligned, but I'm pretty sure once it's plugged up, it'll probably line back in. All screws look pretty good. So we'll just go ahead and slide that back in the packaging. Put that back in this box. And I do really like this. I'm really excited about it. I wish I could be more excited, but I don't have the energy or the physical capability at this point in time. In here, looks like we have our electrical. They did go ahead and put a little tape on here. So let's go ahead and clip this tape. There we go. I'll put this in my pocket. Clip this tape, see what we got. So in here, we got our zip ties. We have our fuse, we have our cord, all the things, I think all little odds and ends we'll need to power up and connect the controller to the manifold. And then that's pretty much it for this box. I do like that there is consistent protection throughout here as far as how these things are fitted, and they fit very well. So that's a high positive in my opinion. So we'll put that right there, close this up. Let's go ahead and take this out. Actually, let's go ahead and close it up first. Let's go ahead and put this over here on this side. Now we got another box in here. It does have some weight to it. Let's see if we can get it out here without deforming the box too much. We'll go ahead and just turn it over a little bit. Be careful that it doesn't slam into the table. And then we're gonna go ahead and put our hand in here. That's a little deeper than I thought. Other fittings and connections are tools or extra parts to go with the management system, the manifold itself. So let's go ahead and just open this up. And yeah, there we go. So, all right, so this is the thing. I really didn't consider this, but here it is. You're gonna go ahead, you're gonna get this kit is going to be your water separator. All right, you need that. Make sure you keep this, make sure you install this. Some of you are going to install your Airlift kits yourself, and actually this time around I will be installing majority of the Airlift kit myself. So you want to be sure that this water separator is in line and keep up with these parts. We'll put that over there. And then we have our line, like I said, 1/4 inch line. I already have line ran through the car to the struts already because the struts are already there. So this is not a big issue to me. Now you could always keep this as a spare, but if you want to sell your old system and somebody doesn't have line and you're already going to be selling them a 1/4 inch system, you can just go ahead and sell them this line. And that way you kind of put them a little bit closer to having a complete kit. Here we got right here, second compressor harness. Now keep in mind when you order your new manifold and controller system, it's only going to come suited for one compressor. I am running dual compressors, 444C stealth compressors. And if you definitely want to get your tank filled sooner and faster, you will also do a dual compressor setup. Plus it just looks better when you're going to try to run symmetrical, nice setups in your trunk. And it feels quicker, so you don't have to listen to that compressor consistently running until it fills up. So make sure you don't forget to put your second harness, compressor harness, in there with your order when you do order it. So I'll put that right over here. And then we'll go a little bit deeper in here. We just got some more fittings. that are going to go to your manifold or go to your struts. And then as well as the tubing or the air line, you'll have pretty much the harness for the manifold and everything else you need to power it up. And you got your relay in here. So all of this is important. Keep up with everything, especially if you're like me. I order and get a lot of parts ahead of time, and so it is very important that I keep things together and keep up with things very catalog like, so that when it's time to install these things, I know what area to go to. I'm very pleased with the packaging. I'm pleased with the way things have arrived. I wasn't pleased when I saw that this damage was on the box, during the shipping process, but evidently bag riders considered things that like this that have happened, and they put this in place. And as you can see, this absorbed a bit of that damage internally and didn't transfer it over at this point in time, it seems like, to the actual unit itself. So yeah, this right here is definitely what you want. This is the crown jewel of it all, should I say. And this is gonna allow for quite a bit of modification and or personalization in the build. So I'm very happy with this. Appreciate you, bag riders. Like I said, this is not a promo for them. I'm not shouting them out for any financial gain, but I can say when I've called them, they answered the phone not once but twice. Very informative and friendly when it came to answering my questions, and definitely guided me through what I don't want to miss when I'm ordering this in the system I'm coming from. And I will also tell you this, that if you do have a Pilot V2, they have a trade-in program, I believe, that you can reach out to them and see if there is some type of financial compensation you can get for your new unit based on your old unit. So yeah, I'm excited about this. So we'll see what happens. Harsh Times Tegi is about to get a new upgrade to the 3P, which is pressure, 3H, which is height. We will go into the differences, and I'll show you the differences of my old system and the new system and why I went into this system. All right, so that open box is done. We'll see you soon. Peace. Thanks for tuning in and watching another video here at Wolfpack Performance. Check out some of my other content on Formula One issues, our topics, and our DIY products on how to customize your vehicle. Don't forget to comment, like, share, and subscribe. See you soon.